Hello, everyone. In this podcast, we're going to talk about how this pandemic changed our lives at school that nobody saw coming, but nevertheless, it changed our way of learning.
Yes, this is something that not of us, I think, had happened to us, and that is why the importance of this podcast. And to say that the class have not seemed like this, because it is something that happened in a few weeks. However, until this December continues to affect us. So, tell me, Hugo, how did you cope with this sudden change from classroom to virtual class?
Well, it was something very sudden, since, as we all know it, was a matter of 3 days where we radically changed our way of teaching. In order to adapt, we had to do the same or more than the teachers, be patient, and work together with the teachers to be able to adapt in the best way. Also, stopping seeing my colleagues is something difficult because it's not the same coexistence.
Yes, exactly. I think similar, Hugo. This was too sudden, and somehow I liked the idea of not having to go to university for the fixed few weeks, but being at home for a long time and also the excessive amount of work to work as the student stopped liking me their friend.
Exactly. And also, an important point is, what do we think about the online method? I personally think that is the best of rather the point we have in this situation. Some universities or high schools already had this learning method before the pandemic, but I personally don't like it. We are social beings by nature, and we're used to carrying face-to-face classes since we can remember. It is quite difficult to pay adequate attention to the classes. Besides, it becomes a challenge since many times you have to become a self-taught student.
Again, I think I agree with you, Hugo. To control the pandemic, I think it was the best strategy that could have been used. I just think that as a result of the fact that the students stopped going to school, many others business closed this year. That to the lack of students, which makes me very sad. In addition to the fact that there are students who unfortunately don't have internet service and I had to suspend their class. But hey, that's another sauce. Well, mate, so what can you tell us about your conclusion about this pandemic and everything that has happened to use in this long year?
Although they think that online classes are the future of education in the world, we must bear in mind that an education in face-to-face classes is much better. And not precisely speaking of theoretical education, In school forms basic to professional level, we develop social skills as well as interaction with other people, teamwork, and peer support. It's the most important thing that is unfortunately missing with these online classes.
That's right, partner. The face-to-face class are much better, but and not only because I say so. There are studies that show it. Well, thanks for listening to our podcast from the University of Durango and see you guys next time. Goodbye.